And turning to breaking news, NewsNation has obtained photos of the two victims in that Indiana mall shooting. You're taking a look here at husband and wife, Rosa Pineda and Pedro. He was 56 years old. Rosa was 37. And we know that the third victim, just 30 years old, Victor Gomez. The lives of those three people, they were cut short when a gunman opened fire inside that shopping mall in a suburb of Indianapolis. And also breaking, NewsNation learning today that the Indiana mall hero who killed the gunman shot him 8 times, and police say it took the armed bystander 15 seconds from the time the gunman left the bathroom and started shooting to take him down. A vigil held last night to remember those lives lost, and investigators, they're trying to piece together, well, what exactly happened? What was the motive? The history of the suspected gunman remains a mystery. Russ McQuaid from our affiliate WXIN, he's in Indiana and has been digging into his past. He joins us live tonight. Russ, what have you learned so far about this shooter?
Well, good afternoon, Kelsey. What we've learned so far is Michael Sapirman, or rather Jonathan Sapirman, was 20 years old. He was estranged from his family. He seemed to leave no footprints in this community or in the social media world, and investigators tell me that's why it's been so hard for them to pin down a motive for murder. Police say Sapirman quit his job in May, was facing eviction from the nearby Polo Run apartments, and didn't have a car. So he likely walked a few blocks to the Greenwood Park Mall carrying 3 guns in a backpack, where he carried out a murderous rampage Sunday night.
From what I understand, he went into the mall carrying a backpack, and you could easily conceal 2 rifles in a backpack, not if they were fully assembled, but by taking the barrel off, collapsing the stock, it'd be very easy to do.
We recovered this photograph of 3 guns from a social media account that may be connected to Sapirman. Investigators have this information too, and a gun store specialist told us that the weapons in the photo do match the kinds of firearms Greenwood Police Chief James Eisen told us Sapirman carried into the mall Sunday, when he disappeared into a restroom for more than an hour before he emerged shooting.
He could go into the restroom, pull the 2 or 3 pieces out of the backpack, put together in, I would say, less than a minute.
This map shows the layout of the mall food court, with the restrooms in the lower right corner. And at the top of the sketch, that's Blondie's Cookies, where 22-year-old Eli Dicken was standing with his own gun and opened fire from a distance estimated at perhaps 30 yards, putting an end to the tragedy. An attorney who has represented the gunman's brother, Justin Sapirman, told us the killings, quote, shocked the family as much as anyone else, and that her client was, quote, pretty upset. He never saw this coming, and he is, quote, grieving over losing a family member. And we've seen other photographs that would seem to indicate Sapirman posing with those guns, maybe even sending a farewell message the afternoon of the killings. Local investigators are also trying to confirm the origin of those social media posts. Meanwhile, a gun store and gun range in Marion County, rather in Johnson County here in Greenwood, has been served with a subpoena to release records regarding Sapirman's comings and goings at that location. We put in a phone call to the corporate headquarters of that gun range. We did not get a response. Kelsey?
That was our Russ McQuaid reporting.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.